Going on, guys? We are here in my boy Moneyball's $1.4 million second studio, and it's the garage as well.
I had a nice studio.
Yeah.
I thought I could use another one for special occasions when kings and superheroes like Mr. Carter come through and pay a visit for a period of time.
First, man, let's tell us about the cars, man.
I actually have this chauffeured vehicle and sit in the back. It's a lot more comfortable than sit at Uber anyway. So
Yeah.
it's pretty luxurious. If you take a look in the back over
Check
here,
it out.
there's a good amount of space back here that not be troubled with touching the seat or anything. Not
That's
bad.
fantastic. How much this costing?
Oh, you can find them for $250,000 or so now.
$250,000. That's it.
Only $250,000.
They giving them away.
Only $250,000. It's a great value. There's a lot of nice features in there for $250,000.
Yeah, man.
This is a little different. This is, we needed something that was a little bit bigger, that if I had multiple coaches or guests over that, we're going to do training. So there's been times we have multiple people we're picking up from the airport, needed a bigger vehicle. So I thought this was a good vehicle for that. It's like a 7-seat SUV that just happens to have a twin turbo, supercharged engine.
This is the big dog, the Rolls-Royce Phantom. This is my favorite car in his fleet.
Well, it's a little metallic purple in there. And then we had to have the center caps match, of course.
Oh, of course.
You can't have the paint around your center caps not matching the rest of your purple. Yeah. This also happens to be the extended Phantom. So having that extra, I think it's 8.7 inches, $80,000 feature to have the long version. So they call it a extended wheelbase. It's the long version with the maximum legroom in back. And, then the seats also recline here. This is not common for a Rolls-Royce actually to have the reclining seats. That's not a normal feature on a Rolls-Royce. That's like a $30,000 option to upgrade those seats.
You don't drive the seats that you can chauffeur in.
Drive? Only poor people drive for a Rolls-Royce.
How much this one cost you?
About $800,000.
Oh, okay. That's
with features and tags. On the hood ornament, there's a little ring down here. You can see this little LED light. That little LED light's over $5,000 option to
when it lights up.
Hood ornaments well illuminated at nighttime.
Knows.
And I got a main shot with the vehicles in the background, and then a zoom in on my face, zoom in on my guest's face.
Yeah.
Got some marble money bags. I actually got 10
love the
of
money
these.
bags. 10?
I have 10. Because they're a couple 100 pounds each, If I move one of those, they're solid marble and they're a couple 100 pounds.
You want to be more modest. And speaking of modesty, tell me about this.
Well, this is a bronze statue of myself. I asked for this statue to be made of me, and it was supposed to be smaller scale. When I originally ordered it, it was supposed to be about a quarter of this size. It came big. And I thought, what the hell am I going to do with a larger than life statue of my torso?
And I like the detail. It's got the AP on,
Oh.
Yeah, that's AP. And you got the pinball machine. I was up in here messing with this earlier.
And I bought this because I thought it's a fun thing to have down in the studio. It's a fun little entertainment for a guest, if we have a moment of downtime. It's a music box here this is from 1860, and this is over 200 years old. No. Yeah, it's over 200 years old, true. True story. And it does a little wind up here. This was the cutting edge of music technology.
Yeah.
Home audio systems. 210 years ago back in Germany. Yeah, I got the shuffleboard table, came with the property, and I was like, don't throw that away. I'm not gonna play this. And then I thought, what if I had it repainted to match my refrigerator?
Okay. Smart.
What if I painted it matte black and copper? So it matches the refrigerator well. And then what if I put my logos on the ends of it?
Oh, both ends.
My corporate logos. Yeah, you're supposed to keep it, ideally you want to get it on the 4 down there and score 4 points.
Oh, all right. I got another shot.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
like
harder than it looks. Pause. All right, let me see it. Bro, why was it important for you to build this kind of garage studio?
You know what, man? I grew up poor. And I didn't like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
I tried poverty, and I thought, you know what, this is not for me.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Let me try being wealthy for a while. Let me try to like earn the best that life has to offer instead of settle in for some like mediocre.
It's better, right?
You know, I tried both.
Yeah.
That's a responsible thing to do, is to like split test, you know? And after I tried poverty, and then I tried like, you know, pretty good level of wealth, I was like, man, this wealth stuff is so much more fun. Like,
Way better.
you can eat better tasting steaks. You eat better steak when you're rich. You eat like, have nicer cars when you're rich. You don't even drive them, you just sit in the back. Having money solves a lot of problems that not having money creates.
That's a fact. If somebody wanted to start walking down that path and they wanted to learn from you how to do it, how would they go about that?
Guess what? Brandon's asked me to do a live training for his audience and mine. We're gonna do that on April 28th, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. In that training, I'm gonna walk you through the 10 most important things. I call the 10 commandments of wealth. Who's the right person to come to that live training?
Man, in my mind, I think it would be somebody who's not only ambitious, but has the kind of work ethic that will allow them to put in the work necessary, right? Because somebody's gonna have to put in a lot of work over a consistent amount of time, but they'll be able to put in the right work, and that will definitely put them down, march them down that path, you know? Go ahead and click the link in the description right now, register for it immediately before it fills up. So now we're here in the second studio.
I do my mentoring call over here every week. So I sit on the couch with, you know, whoever my esteemed guest, whoever my coach is that week.
I've been on that couch a few times.
I've been on that couch too. But yeah, we have another teleprompter over here. We have another lighting system. Sometimes I sit at the desk. We got, you know, just little trinkets and success trinkets in the background. Some university degrees. You know, I had to start with this GED.
Oh.
I didn't finish high school. So when other people was in high school, I was being a little misfit and got myself in trouble. I was always kicked out of school for some sort of insubordination, or funny enough, I wasn't so good at taking orders. I was a lot better at taking orders for myself than I was from taking orders from other people. You know?
I don't get that from you.
Yeah, funny thing.
Yeah.
Funny thing.
Guess people change over time.
They gave me the Dean's Prize for building the Chicago Booth brand back then. They said that, you know, meaning I had done more to contribute to the school's reputation and brand than any other student in my class at that time. For Kempo Karate, this is like halfway to black belt in a 9-belt system. I got 5 out of 9 right now. So I got some more work to do to get my karate up to black belt level. It's really MMA striking. Kempo Karate is, you know, general MMA striking, not just traditional karate. But yeah, that belt was awarded by this blue belt, this halfway to black belt. It's awarded by Lyoto Machida and Glover Teixeira. You met Lyoto and Glover when you trained with us.
I trained with you guys. Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Yeah, it's a adventure to be training with 2 UFC champions and have to hold yourself to that standard.
It was tough.
It's intense, man. No, I got a few of those. I got $10 million there from ClickFunnels as a recognition of $10 million from my Moneyberg mentoring program, $10 million in sales for that one program.
Yeah.
Over here, we got the $25 million Plaque. ClickFunnels, where's my 50 million? Where's my 50 million? No, I had this for some time. I got my 50 million and they slow delivering my Plaque. So we got to contact them and get that fixed. But I should have my 50 million Plaque from 2024. All
right, so here's the combat center, right? And tell me about this area.
Well, you know, those belts over there, I had put in a lot of work to get those. I've been working on those for over 3 years. And so I started grappling. I got some of the best coaches in the world to come help me with my grappling, come help me with my fighting. And you know, we need a place to do that. So my boxing coach, Paulie Malignaggi, shout out to Paulie. What's up, Paulie? Paulie was 5-time world champion boxer. And he's the one that gave it that name, actually. He called it the, all right, Derek, you ready to go to the combat center? So it got known as the Moneyberg Combat Center. So he gave it that name originally.
You got your face on here, right?
Yeah, of course. Don't everybody have their face on their custom-made MMA bags?
If they don't, they should.
I like to have my face on things.
I hadn't noticed. I had noticed.
Another one over here. You know, this is important. These are little reminders like, your goals don't care about your excuses. If you're the type of person that you're more concerned about your excuses than accomplishing your biggest goals, don't ever expect to accomplish those goals. You know, success is not for everybody. I spent thousands of hours on these grappling mats. You spent a little time over there with me.
Yeah, no, I have, man.
Yeah, we spent thousands of hours. I got the video of all the people that have been in here. It's like Hoist Gracie and Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz, and just the who's who. Rich Franklin was here last week. Glover Teixeira, Gordon Ryan. Gordon Ryan's the best grappler in the world ever. Mikey Musumeci, Jake Shields, Gilbert Burns. 30 other people I'm not thinking of. So I had so many world champions here choking me and twisting me up in unnatural ways. That your first 2 years, you just, it's a tough time. It's a tough time. So, this is a huge sauna. I got a couple of them. I got one over in the main palace as well. So this is second sauna. But I like to go from here. We got this sauna and this, very intense red light therapy. Over here, I got a big soaking tub. So I just fill that with cold water and throw about 30 pounds of ice in there and have it could be cold, like 38 degrees.
Yeah.
Who don't have illuminated amethyst in their custom ice bath?
All right, so this is one of the best private gyms I've ever seen in my life. All right, this is better than a lot of commercial gyms I've been in. Better than some that I've worked in. So tell us what's going on here.
I got about 30 stations around here where I just wanted to make anything that you could want for lifting weights to be able to put on some good muscle. This one, my friend Flex Lewis sent me this. This was his personal donkey calf machine. So he had 2 of them in his gym in Las Vegas in the Dragon's Lair. Shout out to Flex Lewis in the Dragon's Lair gym. Well, some people only got one sauna. I got a second one right here. Okay. I got the Combat Center sauna. Yeah. Then I got this sauna right here. But my favorite thing is the steam room's great. The saunas are great. The cold plunge feels miserable, but you feel great later. My favorite recovery piece is the massage chairs, man. The massage chairs is a different level of luxury.
Some people would never know the joys of having
most people.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Nah, man.
It's not for everybody. You're probably going to want to click that link and join Brandon and I on April 28th at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go through the 10 Commandments of Wealth. You're going to want to click that link right now. After we go through that presentation and share the 10 Commandments of Wealth with you, we're going to do a Q&A and answer your specific questions. What do you think they should do, Brandon?
I think they should click that link if they're serious. If you're not serious, they shouldn't click it. It's not for everybody. Is it for you?